We must know the commissioners of finance who took people's money to do workshop in London. Ruben Abati says. I think I watched this on Arise TV, where it was dropped that the Accountant General of the Federation took some commissioner of finances across the 36 states to London for a workshop. And people are asking, what kind of workshop do you have to do in London for commissioner of finance that cannot be done in Nigeria? Can't it be done over the Zoom, a kind of online training or whatever? Or can't it be done in Abuja? Why not, bring the person or the consultant from London to come to Abuja and do it and go back? Which one is cheaper? Bringing 2 or 3 or 4 people and then accommodate them in Abuja for maybe a day or two or a week, and then take them back to London, or taking these people that you have taken almost 30 something of them from Abuja or from across Nigeria to go and camp in London in a hotel and everything very expensive, and come back, especially in this period that the economy of Nigeria is dwindling and there's hardship everywhere, people are crying. Why not look for a way to cut costs? So these are all the questions people are asking, that in the midst of all this penury ravaging the citizenry, the few privileged Nigerians who are in position are spending taxpayers' money for something that is presumably a form of luxury. And that doesn't make sense at all. So in the light of that, Ruben Abati is asking that I want to know the commissioners. Is it a problem of commissioners or a problem of the Accountant General Federation who went and arranged that training? Is that who should be held more accountable? Is it the commissioners that are even looking for a way to breathe, or the Accountant General who did that looking for a way to also, I don't know, to make himself popular? Or look, all them now, because they will get extra codes, they will get all kinds of business travel allowances and everything, and all of them are going to be in dollars. At this time that Nigerian is looking for dollars, and Nigeria system is almost dying. This country, you are solving one problem, they are creating another one. It makes me believe that, your mum never do. So let me dive into the details. In the aftermath of a controversial workshop organized by the Office of the Accountant General Federation, where 36 commissioners of finance reportedly traveled to London, Ruben Abati has expressed outrage and called for accountability. It's not only Ruben Abati, all Nigerians. Now, speaking on Arise TV's trending with Ojo, Abati decried the wastage of public funds, questioning the role of the Accountant General Office and urging further investigation into the matter. Abati voiced his concern over the lavish workshop that saw 36 commissioners of finance attending in London under the auspices of Accountant General of the Federation. He raised questions about the justification for such an extravagant event, especially when public funds are involved. So Abati particularly highlighted the contradiction in the Accountant General's office engaging in what he perceives as wasteful spending while being responsible for financial oversight. That is it. Very contradictory. Somebody that is responsible for financial oversight of the nation, who is supposed to control wasteful spending, is the person involved in wasteful spending. What an irony. So in his critique, he drew attention to the role of governors in approving such trips and stressed the importance of them preventing frivolous expenditures. So he called on governors to exercise greater scrutiny and restraint when considering requests for workshop and overseas trips, particularly when they involve the use of public funds. So in his words, he said, we must know the commissioners of finance who took the people's money to go and do workshop in London. That is Ruben Abati. Whereas 36 commissioners went to London under the auspices of the Accountant General of the Federation. So if the Accountant General's office is involved in this kind of wastage, what accounting are they really doing in that office? Very big question. So he said, so I think it is scandalous. I think this should be investigated further. We must know the commissioners of finance who took the people's money to go and do workshop in London. The governors should also be told, because a commissioner in a state cannot just pack his bag and leave. You have to seek the leave of the governor. So the governors too should stop approving this kind of frivolous trips. Accountant General Federation organizing workshop in London. With whose money? Do you have your own money? How much do you earn? That is it. It's not taxpayers' money, taxpayers' sweat that are spending the way you like. Very unfortunate situation. I must tell you the truth. This is unbelievable. Okay, and there are a few comments here. Someone said, Ajala Tano, what does that mean? Oh my show, what a country. Not be small thing. Eh? You must also know that spokesman who did plea bargain with EFCC during the arms deal investigation. Can you imagine? So I tell you that you must also know the spokesman who did plea bargain with EFCC during the arms deal investigation. So they're trying to bring the story of arms deal with Dasuki when Jonathan was in power, and that was the government that Abati was also involved. He was a special assistant on media and publicity for the president at that time. So that is what he's saying. Okay. Somebody is saying here, why was he not talking immediately he left government? They believe Nigerians should have forgotten and forgive them of their sins. They believe time heals wound. Lai Mohammed is doing the same in 1 year or two. We'll start hearing his voice as well. So these are, as somebody saying, all these are tribal bygones now that are coming to, rather than talk what is on the table, that are bringing people back to the time of Goodluck Jonathan, that all these people, Ruben Abati and his people, were in power. Okay? So because of that, somebody is wasting taxpayers' money. We shouldn't say anything, I mean. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So the problem is the Accountant General who organized that thing, must have told the presidency. And then the commissioners of finance of each state that attended that meeting or that workshop in London must have told the governors. So it means that the executives and the low executives were part of that, because it's all organized by the executive arm of the government, both at the national level and at the state level. This is executive wasting the taxpayers' money. That is it. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment over about the demands.